Alright guys, how's it going here on this Wednesday? I guess you could say Wednesday night because technically it's nighttime in the East Coast at 7 o'clock. But here in the West Coast, still 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, gotta love the whole time zone thing. Anyway, like you see, this video is about the over the limit predictions video. But before I get to that, I don't know if you guys know, but it's practically been I think it's basically has been, you know, 3 years since I've been on YouTube. At least this channel's been around for 2 years, you know. But for you die-hard subscribers of mine, I used to have an old account, and you know it's been practically again 3 years since I've been here on YouTube, and you know it's been some interesting moments. You know, I've seen some crazy things that I honestly thought I'd never see, and I've met some pretty cool people and whatnot, and just you know, I've had my ups, I had my downs, I've had my good videos, I had my videos I sat here going, what the hell was I thinking making that video, you know what I mean? So without any further ado, thanks you guys for you know, just supporting me in the last, you know, 3 years or so. So anyway, let's get all the mushiness out of the way, and let's get to the pay-per-view predictions of this Sunday's pay-per-view of Over the Limit, which quite honestly, you know, the card itself doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad of a card. Some of the matches are predictable, I think. Some not so much. You know, not one in particular, but get to that later. So anyway, let's start off with the pre-show match. Now, there's only 6 matches on this card, and there probably is going to be a Brodus Clay match or a Ryback match, or you know, something like that. Or hell, Santino might have a match. I mean, or you know, Cody Rhodes might have a match. You know, I heard WWE's thinking of maybe doing Cody Rhodes versus Santino, a champions versus champions match, or you know, something like that. So anyway, let's start off with the pre-show match: Kane versus Zack Ryder. Now, some might say, "Oh, isn't this a random match?" You know, it's funny because it wasn't a few months ago these guys actually had a feud with the whole Eve thing. You know, Kane was talking Eve and whatnot, and that's right, I mentioned the big booty bitch. I mentioned her name. I'm proud of it. So, Kane versus Zack Ryder should be a pretty good, yeah, should be a decent match. Who's gonna win this one? Who's gonna win? I wouldn't be surprised if Zack goes over, but the way, you know, I think WWE's been treating Zack actually lately, I honestly would not be surprised if Kane wins. So yeah, I think possibly Kane would win the pre-show match. So, excuse me. Then you have the Divas Championship match between the current Divas Champion Layla, the lovely Layla, the English Muffin, versus the Glamazon herself, Beth Phoenix. And this should actually be a pretty good match. You know, I'm a fan of Layla. You know, I think she's beautiful and I think she's talented. You know, I think she's, you know, she ain't too bad in the ring. And we all know what Beth can do, of course. And so again, it should be a pretty good Divas match. And hopefully these Divas get quite a bit of time. You know, it's not a 5-minute match. You know, actually, yeah, not a 5-minute match. It gets, you know, maybe like 8 minutes, 9 minutes, maybe, possibly 10. I don't know if I'm stretching that far, but anyway, should be a good match. And I think Layla will retain the Divas Championship. And you know, it just seems like WWE is really high on Layla, and I think Layla might keep that belt until, I don't know, maybe SummerSlam or or Night of Champions. You know, I think she might have that belt for a while. So. Next we have the tag team. Yeah, this is a tag team titles match. Tag team match. Yeah. Kofi Kingston and Archer. Yeah, one of the most random tag teams. Like, I said this yesterday. I mean, what is WWE doing with their tag team division? Like, good God. It's like, I'm not being racist. Please do not people find me racist when I say this. But WWE's mindset is this. If you're black and you're also black and you're in the mid-card division, we have nothing for you to do, we'll make you a tag team. And we'll make you win the tag titles out of nowhere. Like, what the hell? Like, this is what Kofi Kingston's, like, 3rd different tag team partner. I mean, there was Evan Bourne. Remember that? Yeah, that went great. Then there was CM Punk. Yeah, remember that back in the day, too? I mean, it's just like, you're just giving Kofi the most random tag team partner. But okay. It's like, thanks to Orton, you're going to be stuck in the mid-card division. So yeah, Kingston versus Truth versus Swagger Ziggler. I would prefer Swagger and Ziggler to go over, but let's face it, R-Truth and Kofi Kingston just won the tag titles, like, what, just a little less than a month ago. So I suspect them to keep the belts and still be tag team champions. So, and then we have the Fatal 4-Way match for the World Heavyweight Championship, and this actually should be a pretty good match, I think. Sheamus defending it against Randy Orton, Chris Jericho, and Alberto Del Rio. Now, I can honestly see WWE after this making an Orton and Jericho feud along with the Del Rio and Sheamus feud. And I remember he's like, "Where wasn't that Sheamus and Del Rio supposed to be a feud anyway? Right now, it's supposed to be 1-on-1." Yeah, and then WWE decided, "Oh crap, we can't put Jericho and Randy Orton in a match together because that'd be random. So let's put them in the Fatal 4-Way match." So yeah, but anyway, this still should be a very good match. I can actually see Sheamus maybe pinning Jericho just because, Del Rio can say, the following SmackDown, it's basically say, "Oh, Sheamus, you're still the world champion, but you did not pin Alberto Del Rio. It's my destiny," crowd like that. But yeah, so I think Sheamus should retain the World Heavyweight Championship, and then it leads to the match that I'm sure ROH fans, ROH bots are gonna freaking jizz in their pants when they hear this. CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship. Yes, 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 yes. He's not the best in the world at what he does, I guess. Yes, yes. Don't get me wrong, there should be a good match, but it just seems like the build-up for this is like, there's like no build-up. Like where's the build-up? Like, oh, these guys had, a tag team match in between there, and they, maybe had a promo or something, but it's like, they need some more build-up. This is what I'm talking about. It's like WWE went back to the whole, like, after WrestleMania, and I guess you could say after Extreme Rules, they went back to the, okay, let's just have a match with no build-up. It's like, this is your WWE Championship, the most prestigious belt in your company, and you don't have a build-up? What the hell? But anyway, it should be a good match. Expect Punk to retain it. My God, who the hell is gonna beat Punk for the freaking belt? No, I'm not hating on Punk. I can see people thumbs down the video. "Oh, you hate Punk, you suck." No, I'm not hating on CM Punk at all. All right, understand where I'm coming from here. I respect CM Punk. I think he's a great athlete, and I think he's talented in the ring. The only problem I have is he's had the belt since November, guys. When is he gonna lose a belt? Like, really? Like, who can beat Punk? I mean, I don't see who can beat him. But anyway, then leads to the main event: John Cena versus John Laurinaitis. Now, there's rumors of this feud continuing after Over the Limit. Now, which means that if it does, continue after Over the Limit, obviously John Laurinaitis is not going to get fired, so you expect Laurinaitis to win. Now, remember the stipulation that no WWE superstar can interfere in this match, or they're going to be terminated. Now, here's the thing: people say, "Well, Lord Tensai." Well, last time I checked, Lord Tensai is a WWE superstar, so that won't work. So you have the options. Maybe Brock Lesnar. Remember he quit the company. But another guy I think a lot of people were saying, and I kind of agree with, possibly a heel turn for Big Show. Remember, Big Show got fired this past Monday night on Raw, and maybe John Laurinaitis could be like, "You want your job back? Screw John Cena out of this match," type of deal. And Big Show basically, "I gotta do what I gotta do," and then thus him turning heel. So should be interesting. And I know people are gonna complain, "Oh, why is this the main event?" Guys, I know things usually relate to the Attitude Era. But who the hell complained whenever Triple H faced Vince McMahon or Stone Cold faced Vince McMahon? I'm not comparing John Cena to the likes of Triple H or Stone Cold Steve Austin. Excuse me, Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Rock. Guys that faced Vince McMahon like in the main event kind of match. But, you get my point. And I won't be surprised if this later becomes like a no disqualification match or something. So, I actually expect John Laurinaitis to win this match. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you want. Comment down below. Video responses are always nice. And if you haven't, subscribe up above. And if you're already subscribed above, tell your friends about me. I mean, I'm a decent guy. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for me. Peace out, guys. Woo! Why is Stephen A. Smith on my TV?